Anyway. As much as I love those songs. Anyway. Turn the switch volume on. It is time for justice. Yes. Oh, she's a little too tall. Make her a little bit shorter. There we go. Yeah. All right. Set. New. And also, look. Controller. No controller. Also, Gizmo's on my pocket. Gizmo blinks at the same time as me. A very important detail. I said I was gonna finish my food before I started. I almost did. I almost finished it. So close. Oh yeah, and there's a third one. Hang on. Let me see. Oh, Alistair, you're here early. How many sit-ups did you have to do today? How's the sit-up o'clock going? Game time. Lock it in. 85! Wow. They're really coming for you. You go shower? You gonna go be not stinky now? Oh. Yeah! Go get wet naked. We'll see you after if you come back. Aha! Alright. Cool. Have fun. Don't have too much fun in the shower. It's just a shower. Do a little Mikey checky poo. I moved my mic to more in front of my mouth because I have a tendency to shrimp, and as I do the shrimp, I get further away from the mic. I do say naked and wet. I say it all just to make people uncomfortable. Because I'm a goblin. Oh no. Twinning. Hey. Hey girl, hey. Hey, you like to be wet and naked? What's up? Alright, have fun. Okay. Swish back and forth. I think. Yep, bye. It looks like the boop boops are making the noises correctly, so I'm gonna carry on. If anybody can't hear the game music and my voice at the same time, please let me know. Otherwise, we shall carry on. Yes. We are into trial time, which means I have to dig into my mind palace and figure out what we discovered last week. Could I have watched the video? Yes. Will I? Never. Hangin' vibin', what's up? What's up? The court is... See, I realized... I was watching somebody else last night, and I realized... A major mistake I'm making with these voices is that I'm trying to make them suit the character. And too many of them are just old dudes. They're just old, well, I guess Japanese dudes, but I'm gonna say white dudes. So, like, what if they sounded, like, absolutely ridiculous instead? What if they just sounded absolutely ridiculous instead? I'm gonna keep... Phoenix is still just gonna be me talking. 100%. Yeah. But you play a bunch of games, Jisoo, so that's hard. I only play this and Ooblets and Splatoon sometimes. So the judge is just gonna be a deep voice, but I might make some of them sound right stupid. So court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I don't know if we are. I think he's lying. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. I live on the edge of my two brain cells. Yeah, I mean, sometimes those brain cells touch and then magic happens. You little dranky drank before I get into this. The prosecution will show the court at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective Gumshoe, the useless sack of shit. Hello, I lie for you, but I do it legally. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. All right, what's he think? Yeah, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? He finally said see. I wanted him to be like a hard-boiled detective, and he was like, see, finally, because it said he's a pal. This here is the employee area. Sorry, there's that. Okay, the actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady works at the studios was here at, the security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Oh. Okay. Got caught off our guard by a moving V. I was like, whoa, animations. There's no animations in this game. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Dun dun dun! Due to a murder. It just looks like a fake dummy to me. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? I should listen to that whole... Should I listen to that whole thing again? Okay. I don't want to listen to it again in an unskippable way. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be like, can I listen to it again and object, or... I'm sorry, could you describe that one more time? I should have known it would be you, pal. Fine. Once more for the mentally challenged. Wow! Sir! You've slid heavily into the useless sack of shit category. I can't even. Once more for the mentally challenged lawyer. Yeah. Give it up while you can. Live it up. Live it up while you can, Gumshoe. Okay. So I don't have any... Okay, I don't have any options, so I'm just gonna scroll through it. Because it's not allowing me to do anything. It is actually just retelling the whole thing, which I remember. Rehearsal at noon. Murder at 2:30. Whatever lady showed up at 1. The times are more or less, body discovered at 5:30. Yeah. The victim technically passed through the area before what's-her-face showed up. Yep, there he is, being dead. Whose costume is he wearing? Squint. It would be... I mean, I'm assuming it's the evil magistrate, but I was also like, wait. No, we're good, Phoenix. Thanks. I wasn't sure if that was an objection thing. I'm sorry. Could you? No, I did it again. It's fine. This is what turbo buttons. Oh, I have a... That shouldn't be on. I'm just gonna hold this down. I pressed the wrong button. Ba 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 da ba da ba ba ba. Turn off turbo now. I love turbo. It's the best. It's got a skull. Okay. Okay. It was long, so they're like, you really want to read it a couple times? We're gonna skip it this time. There we go. Yeah. I think I can probably remember that. I think so too. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Oh, okay. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. More of this before she gets up in here. I think I made a mistake of having him be a little bit nasally and her being very nasally, so this will be a treat for the ears. Will the Objection! Objection to what, sir? Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. You just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Oh my God. She's an old windbag. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Oh my God. I totally... She's just fangirling over how much of a crush she had on the victim. Objection. Oh wait, hold on. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I doubt it. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we could get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed on the main gate, at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? I'd say I was. I think she keeps changing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. Are they gonna date? Are they gonna date? You may begin your testimony. Is the judge married? She sure is one hell of an old bag. A windy old bag, some may say. Bow, 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 bow. Witness account. Okay, here we go.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had all been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then till 5 p.m. Now, the murder happened at 2 p.m., right?
2:30 p.m.
Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there, he was heading towards the studio. Yeah.
You saw the defendant then. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Object to everything! All things are under...
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m.
This one. So up until that time, anyone who wanted could go into the studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card to get in.
Right, the key card that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be in there could get in. Was there... Oh my goodness.
Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest had already been doing a run-through since this morning.
Run-through?
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the bases figured out by noon, and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. That's true. Talk about laid-back hero. If there was any run-through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon? Interesting.
Well, I had some errands to run that morning.
Tell me about your errands, old woman. That's exactly what he says.
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know.
She was in those pictures, I knew it. I knew it! Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway. I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea.
Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station.
Object to everything! Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us, what happened? He had a little whatever. Tell us, what happened next?
I was at the main gate from then until 5.
Were you? So you were watching the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course! I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time.
Wow, multitasking.
Snipper wrapper!
Oh, she's upset. Snipper wrapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? What? That was weird. So, the witness The witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right?
How did you know that?
Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts, and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
We know. Poor Detective Gunshoe, getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m.
2? You're sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really? You should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
Am I allowed to present? I guess that's a different thing.
It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
Can I present the photo now? No, that's check. I wanted to present it. Oof, this is where I might lose health points. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo, sir. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that that's Powers, right?
No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I was bored yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing of that, Miss Witness. He's having a trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like the witness to please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of ya. Anyway, I showed that old photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Ugh. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Yay, normally I go through the entire testimony and then object. This is my first upfront objection. Guess I'm a wota. Wota. Right.
I never...
As my whole apartment shakes for no reason. What the frick? Moving on.
I never say anything. I don't mean, mind you.
I know.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at this picture. Look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day.
I would be able to see if the text wasn't covering it.
Now, how I knew that was Powers. Happy?
That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? All right. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mrs. Wright, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Cross-examination, man in the photo. I just say she's full of shit right out of the gate.
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. You today, always pointing fingers at each other, it's enough to make an old lady cry.
I got all of that one. Mr. Wright. Please, for our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworks has met his match. Something over here is making a noise. Go away. There we go. I can't do two nasally voices at the same time, clearly. It's just not happening.
That morning, during the run-through of the action scene.
Whoosha! Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai. The poor old Hammer. The evil magistrate. And me.
What exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then. Did she tell us she did?
I saw Powers trip and fall.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better? Oh my god, what? This granny needs to chill out.
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke one of the props. It was a big mess.
He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Hold up. The samurai spear? The murder weapon.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Yeah. Mended with duct tape.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
I thought you... I thought she kissed it better, and with her magic face. Stupid. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
No, not that bad. He couldn't... Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it's clear that this person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Well, I'm obviously objecting. Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on the camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. I love when he does his weird, like, no. I have evidence. A little finger waggle there. Then allow me to remove doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Okay. Hey. Okay.
The time of the poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True? The only person I saw go into the studio before then was Will Powers.
I don't have any... Yeah. I can't do anything.
No one else went in there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. I don't know why I'm holding this, but yeah.
I gave Jonas to the Dungeon Detective. Don't tell him this much about being a secret pal. He told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. We just keep bringing up these donuts and police. God.
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. No suspicious looking passed him up. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking? Right.
No one else went there.
I don't think so. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1?
Well, there's the assistant. I mean, if the assistant isn't the murderer, then I don't know. Like, anyway.
Why? Everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Would you? Would you? Okay. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Old people are allowed to be in love. They just need to be in love with other old people. Edgy boy. Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. You think she's gonna be an old windbag? Yeah, she's just an old lady who does whatever the fuck she wants. And he hates that. She talks as much as she wants. She says whatever she wants. She definitely just, like, goes on. It's funny. He's funny.
The time before Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m.
I don't know if I should, again, this. We've already answered this. Yeah. Oh, are we starting over? The old person I saw go through the studio then was before. Okay, so I need to... Time of death. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Guide map. Key card. I've already done this. Can I present this? Does it do anything? I'm gonna lose some health on this one. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Yeah, I didn't think so. Shut up. Don't be rude to me. I always lose at least one. Oops, that didn't go so well. Hi! Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to figure out what button to press to get to the next part. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. The only person I saw go to studios before then was... Oh, thank you for following! Beep, 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 beep. The only person I saw the studio before then was Powers. I know I can go backwards. If I go... Is there something weird happening with it? You know what? It is doing something weird. Let me... Wait, no. It's kind of like shuddering, right? Let me see if I can... No, don't do that. Let me see if I can wiggle the cords and see if it'll fix it. Hang on. Yeah. But it's not normally, like, losing it like that. And it was kind of, like, vibrating. Like a little bit. Okay. It did sound kind of retro. It wasn't horrible, but it was weird. Nope, not that one. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha, you. Yeah, it's not shaking anymore. I just pushed all the... I just unplugged things and then put them back in, so that should be... Thank you for letting me know. Much appreciate. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's way better. Way better sound-wise. Okay. Present. So, 2:30 p.m. I feel like there was a time on the back of the photo, but I don't think that that's relevant right now. Let's go to this one. This is when this is his death by spear. Guide map. Key card. It says 2 p.m. See? Maybe I can... Because this is photo number 2 and that's the time. Witness statement has been clearly faulty, Your Honor. Ah! Yeah, okay. Oh man, it makes like a punch noise. Time before Hammer's death was... Okay, so I don't think I can object to the time at all. I've got nothing time related. The time of the photo doesn't change anything, so we'll go to the next one. The only person I saw going to the studio before then was Will Powers. We know that that's wrong. Because everybody was eating lunch. But I don't have any... No one else went there. Again, I don't have anything for that. If they had, I would have seen them. Yeah, that's it. So I have to present something. Or maybe I could just hold it a bunch of times. Yeah, without presenting. Blah, blah, blah. We've already talked about that. Okay, and then... Right, nobody's suspicious looking, but that's the... Ah! Okay. Had I would have seen. Damn it. I wanted to do that last thing. Okay. Okay. So, I didn't hold it the last thing, although I'm sure that that won't help. Because there is somebody else who was there, but she keeps ignoring them. The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. So the photo with the time on it was irrelevant. The spear doesn't have anything to do with time. Key cards don't seem to matter. Okay. No, I didn't want to hold it. That's fine. I don't like that I can't, like, double... She's like, nobody's suspicious looking, and I'm like, call that out, Phoenix! And he's like, nah. What if I... So what I want her to do is to be like... I don't think this is gonna help. I might have also done this already. This is clever decision competition. That statement, Your Honor. They aren't, are they? Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing great on this one. Everything else was pretty easy. No one else went in there. But someone else did go there. I just don't know how to get you to tell me that they did. Maybe I'll just try present this again. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I knew I had to use the photo because it has a time on it. This photo was taken by the camera by the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from your hole.
I almost said from your hole.
From a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know what that means. It was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny.
Actually, I know that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says photo 2. Photo 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Thank you. Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased that data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
Ugh! Me? Watch your mouth, you whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Ugh. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You whippersnappers, too. You're a whippersnapper, too.
Oh God.
Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. We escaped! We escaped part 1. At last. Alright. Is the other person...
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
Yeah.
I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out 1 photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right, oh, right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
All right. Mrs. Oldbag, Mrs. Wendy Oldbag.
Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
I'm just gonna... Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos the security camera takes.
Do you back up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yeah. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see?
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Well, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
She's just as... Are all the women in this stupid? Is that... People are like, oh, every female is like, oh, you look ugly? Villain, death. You super handsome? Perfect, fantastic. Cannot do crimes. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
You're not a villain. You're a mercenary. You're only a villain if you're being paid to be a villain, Alistair. Only if you're being paid. It's all for the money. I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out the one photo that day.
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? It was the assistant.
A fanboy.
What? Fanboy? That's not what I expected. That's not what this is the first time. It's not what I expected.
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me.
You kissed his leg with your mouth. You put your mouth on his flesh.
They get information about the rehearsals from the gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there the other day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in? Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Yes, I remember this drain.
The grate has been loose for a while and leads outside. And that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain.
I told you they were freaks.
Again, you put your mouth on his leg.
Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased,
it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? That's it, child murderer. Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be around about in 2nd or 3rd grade.
Yeah, well, we'll see his type every day. Oh yeah, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in the 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think it is quite heavy, but it was broken.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Okay. Find the child! Wasn't it? Okay. Something or other. Whatchamathingy. We're in the lobby. Mr. Powers? Look, okay, this is... this is where I was gonna be like, what if I make him sound ridiculous? Instead of, anything that would make any sense. I think I'm going for... like, the most ridiculous. Do it. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Pep Team. Make this person sound stupid. Immediately my brain was like, weird clown voice? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. It's not as stupid. It could have been stupider. But it doesn't suit him at all.
So, was the Steel Samurai in the security photo? Who was the...
Yeah.
So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
Well, how should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked by and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. Kinda. Gorsh. So, where does that leave me? It doesn't look good. Some I'm sniffing. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else who could conceivably have done this.
Right.
And I'll take them, and it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. Ugh. So I'm just stalling? What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. There you go. Oh, I'm so sweaty. I didn't even do sit-ups. I'm just sweaty. It's too hot. Just wave my arms around for a minute. Okay. Let me see. Okay. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. I already had a shower! I had 2 showers today. Thank you. Stinky Shark. You're stinky. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? Why don't I have any idea what this man sounds like? Every time he comes in, I forget. And I'm just, whatever. The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there's still a chance that... I have to read a little bit before I try to say the words. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. I love when they put their hands on their on this. They the whole box goes away and they just slam their hands down and they're like, time to get serious. Time to reveal my trap card. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Oh. Order! Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. Incorrect. Incorrect, sir. You do it all the frickin' time. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't already high enough. I only have 2 of these left. I don't know what happens if I lose. I've never been this close. So, who was the person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? Okay. Well, I feel like it's the assistant. But because the spear was broken, it could have been a grade school boy. Because they mentioned specifically that it was heavy, but it was broken. So it might have been half the size duct taped together. Also, the security lady could have at any time done the murder. I just don't think she did. The problem with saying the assistant girl is that we've got literally jack shit. We've got jack shit on her. Nothing. For the grade school boy, at the very least, we have the statement that the spear was broken. I can do 2 of these. I think it was the assistant, but the only evidence we have that could support... I'm gonna go with what I think. Do I? Not really. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying that the Steel Samurai in this picture is really the assistant? See, I think it was really the assistant because she's much shorter than him, and both legs are dragging on the ground. And I don't think a 10-year-old could even fit in the torso of that costume, but I don't know if this game is that, like, particular. That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Power's injury?
Powers, the poor hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me?
What about the assistant?
Oh, her? And she was cleaning the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle.
Yeah, but she's just short. Like, both legs are long. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Power's injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. Oh, but she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. Yes, she wouldn't have limped. I guess. Well, that kind of takes the legs out from under that case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you, as warned. Well, okay. It would be funny to pick the security lady. She was a huge fan of the guy playing the magistrate. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. May we move on, Mr. Wright? This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please. Very well. Go ahead. I mean, I only have one left. Nope. Oh, whew. I pressed the button again after the thing came up, and I thought it was going to force me to select the assistant again. Okay. So we don't feel like it was her because the statement... Okay. What happens if I fail? Like, legitimately, I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't think I should be accusing a child of murder, but I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. It was the grade school boy. Oh my god. Why isn't anyone saying anything? Bah! Are you seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran actor with star with spear? For one thing, the murder weapon was with the Steel Samurai. Would you care to explain just how the boy would have obtained it for him? Maybe that was a dumb move on my part.
Maybe. Maybe? How about absolutely, Nick?
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as warned. I don't know what happens when all my health goes out. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. There's no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? I see plenty of room. It's still wide open, no? This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, guilty! The accused will surrender to the court immediately. To be held pending trial with a higher court within a month's day from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. What happens? I don't know. It's just like, womp womp, start over. I don't even know. Continue. From my last save, right? Yeah. Okay, so it alright, well, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. How is everybody? I'm gonna be pressing, A lot, and we obviously have to accuse what's-her-face. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Some more blah blah blahing. Okay. I don't. Okay. Okay. We know this. This is fine. Yep. 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 Luckily, the yes, continue on to the next part is the first option. They don't give you different stuff on the second, right? Like, it's the same. Skip it. I don't need to see hear that a fifth time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is, yes. Okay, we've added that. We did this. We did this. I have to listen to her yammer on for one full round, I believe. Okay. Yes, this is you being weird. He's like, yeah, your name. Stop flirting with everyone who looks expensive, weirdo. I like her little hairpins. I think they're very stylish. It's like... These guys are Japanese, right? That's sort of the deal. This is Japan? Because I remember when we did the first case, the time difference was the time difference between France and Japan. It's like 9 hours or something. Okay. I have to go through this without doing anything, so we'll just fly through it. Yep, okay. I'm in... dang it, okay. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. I don't remember which parts of this I had to... Okay. Just all of them, real quick. All of them, real quick. Bap, 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 bap. Okay. I'm like, what kinds of errands? And she's like, don't ask me about my lady errands. And then she's just being a stalker. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. She's never missed a single run through her entire time. Anyway, it was one that I got the other way. I'm keeping track of when, songs being gay from the year 2005. I know I have to show the photo, like, twice. Choosing the two. Is it this one or is it the next one? It's the next one. It's this one. So we present the photo. And not check it. We actually present it. Ooh, do I need any supplies? If you find like an entire left arm for Giz, that would be great. If you just happen to find one lying around, that'd be cool. Let me get this straight. Old bag. You've been saying this is his powers, but you were talking to the man in this photo. Okay. Yeah. Giz needs like a whole, at least one arm. It would help. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Blada, 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 blada. Wendy Oldbag is such... They're really good at the names, and I also, like... Even translated into English. Sure thing. Safe travels. Of course, didn't see any more sense. Anyone who can clearly see the powers is right. Edgeworth freaks out. Everybody else is like, what is even happening? Okay. And then she's like, oh, I have more proof. And they're all like, oh, what? Okay. Okay. This is where she's like, yeah, the gumshoe's really bad at his job. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're into the second part. I never say anything that I don't mean. I'll mind you as the morning's dream runs from the action scene. Saw Powers trip and fall. I'm going to get props. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, he's dragging both legs, which is why I'm like, it has to be a short person. But I thought that when I saw the photo the first time. I'm like, why would that be part of the costume? Maybe it is. Okay. Okay. This is where I have to show the photo again, but only at a specific time. And it's not that one. Okay. Okay. So you can see she's referencing the photo there. What if I go back and try the photo here? I think this is it. Is it the right one? Is it time? Dang it, that's the wrong one. Curses. Okay. Okay. So it's not that one. You can see he's dragging his leg. See, clear as day. Whoop. Like, he's dragging both legs. He's just like, come on. Okay. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? I mean, no. It should be something to do with... He broke one of the props. Saw Powers trip and fall that morning during the run through the action scene. I never say anything about it. Darn it. Okay. We escaped this one time. I know it has something to do with the photo. But I need her to talk about the photo, I guess. I've never seen anything. Okay. Okay. I love how he's like, please, for all our sakes, do not upset the witness. Because then she gets so angry and just starts like losing it. Okay. Okay. Supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. He helped me make it better for him. And this is where you talk about kissing his leg. Weirdo. Okay, and that's the assistant. Okay. She didn't know about his ankle. He broke one of the props. Alright. Sure do this. Spear. Yes. Oh, right. I did need to add this to the thing. Okay. I've added the spear to the court record. Now can I talk about... Oh. Okay, there we go. I tried to skip a step. I needed to get the spear added to the thing and identify that the costume is missing. Okay. We're making way. I have never failed before, and I don't know how to handle it. Okay. Yeah. Objecting. Hold it right there. We'll keep talking possibilities. We have to agree this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can you see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. Also wondering someone else is not caught on the camera and consider the possibility also. Okay. He's like, no, sir. Then we allow to remove the doubt from your mind, your honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Okay. This is where I show the photo and escape the endless cycle. This time, p.m. The only person... Okay, no one else was there. Okay. Okay. Alright. One of these is the one where I have to show that photo. Let's go. Let's go! The time of the poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I think it's this one. I didn't need to hold it. I needed to present, but it's okay. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. She flirts with him. He thinks it's gross. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. The only person I know. Oh, that's, yeah, there's a, hold on. Present. Is this one gonna show me? Hold on, look at this photograph one more time. Okay. Yeah, all right, we're out, we're out. We've made it back. We're good. And then she's like, oh my god, little boy. You remember those children that sneak into the freaking studio all the time? Those children I just forgot to tell you about. Okay. Puts cameras on, well, yes, oops. I thought when the screen went dark, she was gonna turn into a demon like every other person, but she did not. This, yeah. Okay. Alright, we're caught up. I have lots of mistakes to make this time. Mental note, save. Okay. Every day, blah, blah. There's some kids. Edgeworth is losing it. He's full catfish right now. Okay. Cross-examination of the other person. Tell us about your other job.
That's right. I check all the people who passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos the security camera takes.
Could you back up? Do you back up all of that security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes.
Oh, Suki! Has Suki come to visit the stream? But
those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see?
Give Suki pets for me. I could not pet him if I wanted to because sharks are allergic to cats. Little known fact. Little known shark fact. Very allergic to cats. But we love them. How do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you could tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? Excellent, thank you. This is a murder trial, Mrs. Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Let's go! Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where.
Probably the internet.
And are always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate and no one else could get in? Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. That grate's been loose for a while. And it leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and
And?
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased,
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
what? Again, we are whatting. Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day? One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in the 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, you'd think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased his data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. The court will take a 5-minute recess. Blah, 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 blah. We are recessing.
On with recess. Time to eat an apple.
I'm not gonna, yeah, we're gonna go through this part where he's freaking out. He sounds like Goofy. Okay. This costume was stolen. Important. Can I save now? Yes. We only need 1 save. I can't bungle this so badly. I have to start from the beginning. Okay, and we're just like stall until we get another day. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We know who to accuse. Blah, blah, blah. The prosecution is like, yeah, he's guilty. Move on. Next. Next. Oh, God. I was like, what if Edgeworth sounded like a cowboy? I don't know how to do that. Okay. The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. We're back. We've made it back. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who's obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if their stakes weren't high enough. Okay, well, you've already brought it down to this person. So straight to the security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Oh my god.
Oh?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
We're just stalling. We don't believe it's actually her. We're just stalling. It just has to be plausible. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Mrs. Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi, or as I like to say, alibibi. That's what it looks like to me. It just looks like alibibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into the Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through all that trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in this costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. He's a little too confident for a guy who's a complete idiot. That's odd. Isn't this part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't sit there, do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. I mean, take a break is literally never the answer, right? Like, literally never. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect, in this case, can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to Mr. Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He is only a grade schooler, though. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Gross. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper?
I have proof. Do I?
Proof?
Indeed. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? I do? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So, the death took place in Studio 1. I'm gonna say it's the map, because the death took place in Studio 1, and the grate is to, like, the employee area, which is not Studio 1. I just wanna... Can I check? Nope. Okay, well, I was gonna stare at it before I presented it, but apparently I wanted to press the wrong button. Yeah. Yeah. The spear, like, I've brought up the spear a couple of times. That probably would have been a better... Okay, good. I thought it was gonna do the thing. We'll just go straight to that. There we go. I made it too complicated. And also, like, I was really hinging on the spear being broken, being how it could have been a child. But I guess it was fixed. Okay, I see. All right. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Oh, okay. The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness. Miss Windy? Was that her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. They're already like, we don't care about this old woman. Get out of here. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. We escaped.
Wait a second.
Just when I thought we escaped.
I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh. You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Oh, is it Gumshoe? Well, testify. Was it Gumshoe? Because they're secret pals? I'm telling you, this Gumshoe guy is a menace.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something.
Oh, it was Global Studios. Okay. The detective, honestly, I blamed him for no reason.
There were some other people at the station on the day of the murder.
Oh my god. At the studios.
They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Oh my god, there's more people. Miss Oldbag. This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, well, let's just... Everything needs to be explained. Okay. So you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why? Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Well, yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Yes. There was a tree fallen in front of it.
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The bath where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
Yeah. They said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
I was bribed, so I just... Oh my god. So you got your bonus and you still talked? I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. I still want to... I guess there's no harm in getting as much info as I can. Yeah, Phoenix. Don't give up partway through.
Global Studios.
Did it start over? Yeah, it just started over. Okay. I don't think there's anything... No. Okay. So we'll just go through these until he's like, I think I've asked all my questions.
Nick, I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. For an old windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can.
Oh. What? He kept being like, I don't have any more questions, and now he's like, actually, what if I did have questions? I must be. I didn't even think of that. Like, they're making a TV show. They're recording it. Of course, there's a freaking camera crew. Like, TV does not happen magically. Like, she's like, wow, I'm surprised nobody asked. And I'm like, yeah, me too. If I say take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold it that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about those other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yay! It is just a break. Back to the let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a snack. And we'll be right back. Okay. Oi, 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 oi. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right. Oh, I was right there to ask. Oh, I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really? It's nothing. Oh, should I?
Well, I'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. Oh, that's me talking, not him. It's fine. If I did Phoenix in that voice, I would shoot myself. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, we have to figure out just who it was in the steel samurai costume. Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? Well, I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
A poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, or with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Dun dun dun. Chapter completed. We did the chapter. We did it, and it is complete. And I only lost one time. Yeah, save progress, please, please. Save the heck out of it. We don't want to do that again. Chapter get! Chapter get. We got into it. Okay. I'm gonna do another 15 minutes of this to try and get into more of the game, because in approximately 15 minutes, we're gonna do the education part. The education part of today's save slot. Yeah, save, yes. Today's education. Education part. We're gonna do the education. I call it, I've started calling it Elder Weeb Education. But I'm not entirely sure if everybody's cool with the name Weeb anymore. I know I can self-identify as a Weeb. But I'm not sure how everyone on the internet feels about it. So, Name coming soon, but currently Elder Weep Education. Okay, it is the 18th still. Ew, what a day.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
That director and producer?
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
I don't think I need to examine my own office again. I'm just assuming. To the studios. We're gonna take directions exactly as given. Here we are.
No one's here.
Right now, they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them.
But what if I eat them? Oh, okay. The bird noises, I don't know, they're very disruptive. I didn't know what was happening. The computer that runs the studio's security cameras, huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Isn't that bad? Doesn't that mean it won't be taking pictures all day? An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left is the actual film studios. Gate. The main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Oh, okay. So there's not literally nobody. Looks like the studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Anything else? The last time I got stuck on a loop, it was because I needed to click on a tiny square super far away. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so then I can move. I can go. I don't know if they'll let me go to a Studio 2 yet. Okay.
Hey, Nick. It looks like the Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path on the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's go check it out.
I mean, I'm gonna examine all this anyway. Okay, we know that. We've got the specific type of monkey. See, I have seen a monkey with a nose like that before.
Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask the assistant.
I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything. And you'd probably need a crane to move that thing.
Probably so.
This is a type of monkey. I don't know what type of monkey it is, but they like hang out in hot springs, pretty sure. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit.
This is exactly why I don't want to get old. Ever.
Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. Same.
Nick, when you start having to say, I'm still young, you know it's all over.
But I am still young. Bird. That's a security camera for the automation. Takes picture of people here. It looks like 2 pictures on the day of the murder before the actual time. Oh, it took 2 pictures. One of them was a steel samurai. The other was a grade school boy. It doesn't seem to be switched on today. You guys.
It says welcome.
They let people in here when they're not filming, right?
Nick, let's come here someday. What do you say?
Sure, if that security lady lets us in. Okay. And then I got this, I got this, I got this, I got that. I got the really tiny door way over there. Okay. Time to move. Outside Studio 2. John, John, John. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance.
This is Studio 2?
I thought so.
It doesn't really look much like a studio, does it?
No, that it does not.
Hey, there's a trailer over there.
It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer.
Are we sure this is a studio?
Yeah. We're going to examine the house.
Nick, let's go inside.
You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked.
Aw, shucks.
Oh wow, we could stare in the windows. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Okay. Anything else? No. All right. Ooh. Full of explosives. That's not happening. This looks like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might well be a junkyard.
Okay. This is bent. Is that anything? There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Is the pointy. Chair. And now, because I remember there's a slide button. Unlike the last time, but the slide button did not help me at all. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
What is with the steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
It feels odd that they're eating T-bone steaks when they live in a crap hole? When they don't have any money? Dangerous fence, yes! Dangerous fence! Oh no! An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It already covered in soot. They must not be cleaning it much. Or they're using it to destroy evidence, bro. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Mia? Maya?
Let's break in. Let's steal their stuff. Let's take their car. Let's run somebody over.
She's just sliding further and further down the crime slope. Sure, if I had a license, Phoenix can't drive. Out.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney badge, Nick?
Because I like to show people my badge. Okay. I think. Okay. Nope. Slide. That's everything. I have stared at Studio 2. Success. Move. Outside Studio 1. I've already looked at all this stuff. Hold on. You have suspicions about the fence. I already looked at the fence. But I also have suspicions about the fence. Someone clearly tripped over the fence. It was in the trial. They said Studio 2 was down this path. The monkey's head is on... Yes, the fence is dangerous. The fence is dangerous. Oh. They are quite pointy, like a spear. Is that what you're getting at? They're pointy like a spear. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without a problem. This monkey head is really heavy. Well, it did knock down that tree when it fell.
Both of these and the monkey head and the tree fell the day of the murder, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a Detective that's what Detective Gumshoe said. Yes, it's quite pointy. Very pointy. Did I not click on that before? It said something different this time. Should I go back and stare at the spear again? Or at the fence again? Okay, we're gonna go to Studio 1. No, yeah, probably not. I've already clicked on it once. If this game starts giving me stuff for clicking on something twice, I'm gonna freaking lose it. October 18th, a Studio 1. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it's a murder scene. I want to go someplace else. I want to go someplace else. Nick? Well, I'm examining it anyway. Can't stop me. Ladder! Look, a ladder! Why is she so excited? It's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. I didn't get that the first time, and I don't get it the second time. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards that they clap when they start filming. And look, a megaphone, a real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. I thought there'd be like, oh, that's a clapper thingy, I guess. That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. Huh? What? What? Where's all your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. So maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. I think she said all this stuff last time we were here. They outlined where Jack's Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expect a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. It's true, and then it went in the incinerator. It's been incinerated, for sure. Wow, look at that camera. It must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Hey, smile, Nick. You're a star. Stop that. She's such a plucky youth. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course. That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fujiyama from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Right. She is watching a show that's meant for grade schoolers. I mean, I do. I have seen too many episodes of Paw Patrol, and it doesn't have half the plot that this show would. All right. I worked in a toy store. Everybody was asking about Paw Patrol. It was the season of Paw Patrol. I needed to know who the characters were to help people find the frickin' toys. And also, it's pretty good, honestly. Like, not completely devoid of plot. It's weird that just this one part of the game is just birds. Just birds, and not... I wonder if I can... I really kind of... Oh, right. Not examine. It's move. I kind of want to go back to this one. Everything's still... Okay. I'm going to click on the garden again, just 'cause. Okay. That fence looks dangerous. Okay, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. So, we go move. Get out here. In here. We've already examined all these things. Nothing happened. Oh, wait. What's that? The security guard station. This old bag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in here. Oh, that's it. Okay. I've missed the tiniest sliver now. I have to check again. Okay. All right. All that's done. So now we go talk to the old bag. Hey, old bag. Our office and... Oh, we didn't go to the employee area. Time to do that. Employee area.
Look, it's that assistant girl.
Yay, someone to talk to. Hey!
Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Good job, guys.
Oh, don't mention it.
Is it true that they caught the security lady?
Oh. Why is he so proud of himself?
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? Oh, it's got tape on it. Wow, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right?
Right.
Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Well, I'm sure these things happen. Don't worry about yourself. Don't worry yourself about.
Nothing to worry yourself about. Haha, I got it.
Oh, you're right. I won't.
Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Ms. Oldbag. Right. See you later then. Good luck with your investigation.
Time to examine. We're gonna examine your terrible job.
So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came through the drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him, though. Don't you?
Well, you want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Whoa, she's serious? No. Yes. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken.
Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes?
She's like, yay! Property destruction! Woohoo! Hiya! There. That sounds like that should make the kids happy.
The things we do. Okay. Well, in the end, it was all about the hole. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it.
Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that?
Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Okay. We've got motorbike where he's going to, electric powered. What is the point? What is the point of an electric powered motorcycle? Bicycle. They're cool. They're cool, Nick. They're cool. Once they have finished backdrop for a stage here, looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Do I have another ladder? No. Okay. I don't know why that other ladder was a thing, but I guess it was some kind of a joke, and I'm kind of concerned. Not concerned, but I'm like, what got lost in translation when they made that joke? The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on the plates minus the steak. As the frost heaves of my apartment just go off again. Just boom. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? Bodies. Dead people. Okay. The door to the dressing room, it's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's go in.
Maybe there's something, maybe there'll be something else to steal. She's just straight up, she's like trying to be subtle about it until now, but now she's just like, let's steal shit. Anything that's not nailed down.
But we did take that card key.
We borrowed that. There's a difference. Window to the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so you can't see inside. There's a sign from the dressing room door. It says Will Powers. It must be neat to have your name. Phoenix, you can print your name off on a piece of paper and tape it up on the outside of your door anytime you want. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this. Be my guest. Okay. Oh, too bad. It's sold out. Okay. Anything else to stare at in this space? Near. Nope. Can I go into the dressing room? Yes. There shouldn't be anything new in the dressing room. And then we will save, and it will be education time. If anybody here wants to add a cartoon to the list of cartoon themes we are going to play, if you have a way to message me, you may do so. Specifically, it has to be cartoons from the early 2000s or 90s, and they have to actually have a plot, like an actual plot, not no Tom and Jerry. Maya, this is where the steel samurai was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh? She's got a point. That's true. Would he have been murdered? I want to save here. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okie dokie 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 dokie. I need to use the bathroom. So I'm going to do that and set up for education time. Yes, it is education time. I have a new playlist. Like I said, if you want anything on it, let me know. And I will be right back in like 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Stop. Okay. I believe I'm going to put up my screen. I think that's the end of the list. Maybe? Yes, that is the end of this week's edumacation. That is the end of the cool videos. I'm going to do this. There we go. Just ignore my lack of torso. There we go. There we go. Yes. So how did we feel? Do we like those? Were they all the good representations of how American TV prepared us for the incoming anime sequential plot format? I think so. And that is, all of those were the best shows ever made. Some of them more better than best, like Cyber 6 and Reboot, top tier. Some of them very forgettable, like Dinosaurs and Cadillacs. One hot main character does not the show make. But still, very enjoyable, very plot heavy, very good. Amaze. Did I forget anything? Is there anything I should have had on the list? I know we talked about some that we should have had on the list. I didn't include any of the Disney shows other than Gargoyles, because if I put a whole bunch of Disney shows on here, I might get in trouble. And I don't know if they care about the Gargoyles opening as much as they would like Darkwing Duck.
or Tailspin or Rescue Rangers or any of those. I'm also not entirely sure that those Disney shows had a plot. Gummy Bears? Gummy Bears definitely did have a plot. I'm positive. Yes, excellent. Thank you. Good. I'm glad they were good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gummy Bears had a real plot. Like an actual end game situation. A++, A++. Well, thank you for hanging out with me, everyone. Does anyone have a suggestion for someone we can raid? Delta Quest had a plot, but that's an honest-to-God anime. Yeah, I did have Sailor Moon on here because it did come out in North America in the right time span. But it is an anime. So, I almost had Hello Kitty and Friends, but that didn't have a plot. That didn't have a plot at all. Who is... Oh, it's Arkney. Arkney is always on at this time, and I think we might go for it. Show me the bean. I wish to see your bean. Not that bean. The bean. The friend bean. Gib. I was thinking maybe it's Arkney, because I know several of you will appreciate her model. She's using different hair than usual, but she's like a cosplay beans, like toe beans. She's like a cosplay. Oh my God, she's watching Aladdin. Why is she watching Aladdin? Guara, do they know you? If I say you sent us, will that be... What is... I am so confused about why she's watching. Guara does art. We do love art. We have many artistes, so we will send to the art channel. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming. I will look up this person, and I will say that Alistair sent us. I will be doing this again next week. I sometimes randomly stream between then, but don't worry about it. I will be, every Wednesday, 6 p.m. EST, and then I will be I'll play through for 2 hours. I'll play the game. I'm tired, guys. I will play Ace Attorney for 2 hours, so till 9, and then from 9 to question mark, we do education time. If anyone has any suggestions for future education topics, feel free to let me know. It doesn't have to be anime-centric, but I do try to keep it there so that I don't, like, compound my poor brain. It is GAWRAA_. There you are. Cute. Okay. I know I had Hoshi suggested to me abridged series, but I don't really watch those. So I feel like I would not be a good educator in that specific topic. But there are a lot of Batman openings, and I've watched pretty much all of them. So that might be something. We have, I stream every Wednesday. My cat, computational algorithmic technology, streams every Sunday at 2 p.m. EST. And Cheeky Draws streams Fridays and Saturdays in the evenings. Jisoo Bunny will be playing Final Fantasy again. Yes, Gizmos at 2 p.m. EST. Jisoo Bunny will be playing Final Fantasy 5 p.m. EST this week, I believe. I didn't check and see if you're still playing at this week, but we should be finishing up. I hang out. Come talk to me and watch Jisoo play this game. It's great. It's Final Fantasy IV, the After Years. We're almost done. This incredibly heavy phone game, and I'm excited to get to the end. You guys should come hang out with me. I'm going to start this raid on Guara. Thanks everybody for coming. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye bye. Wow.